Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to talk about Dead City Season 2, what we know so far.
And there isn't much.
We're done.
We're done.
Nice to see everyone.
Video over.
We're back.
Like, subscribe.
Long break, and now we're done.
Yeah.
Talk to you later. We're out.
Happy New Year, guys. You guys are going to be watching this after the new year. Hope you had a great 2023. Hope 2024 goes well for you and even better.
An excellent one.
I think
we've been off for, what, 2 weeks now? No, maybe about a week.
About a week.
Where'd you go?
I went to my sister's for the holiday. So, it's just at the end of the year has just been a little slow for us. Just a lot of personal stuff going on. You know, Josh's son is doing a lot of baseball, basketball stuff. So scheduling stuff has been it's kind of been down to once a week for now. I mean, that's kind of happened throughout the channel every once in a while, and then we get back in it for roughly 2 times a week that we can record to pump stuff.
I have a 9-year-old that is into select basketball and select baseball, and if for those of you that may not know, it is a it's not the regular leagues, it's the select, like the no offense to others, but better, right?
Yeah.
And
higher tier,
more
you
competitive,
could say.
I should say.
More competitive, yeah, for sure.
And man, like this kid's, I feel sorry for him because he's constantly in either practice, games, which unfortunately, guys, does get in the way of this a little bit. So sorry, but
it's all right. Well, he's killing it. And he's doing an awesome job, and he's loving it. So
as long as he loves it.
When he's that young, you have the energy to do all that. I did the same thing. I was playing multiple sports all the time.
We grew up in an era where there was no internet.
Exactly.
So we were constantly outside. I don't know about you guys, but we didn't. Did you go in when the lights came on?
That's usually when my folks wanted me to come in. Yeah. So guys, Dead City Season 2. Of course, it has been confirmed that we are getting a Dead City Season 2. Not a lot of stuff has come out for it because of the writer's strikes. AMC did say that the Walking Dead universe wouldn't truly be affected by the strikes. Now, they technically were. Some delays in filming with The Ones Who Live and Daryl Dixon, but I think they got a lot of stuff done ahead of time, so they're not going to have much to do after the fact. Dead City wasn't even planning on starting to film until this year, but possibly due to the strikes that may have delayed their kind of starting point. So we know that, of course, Jeffrey D. Morgan and Lauren Cohen are back. We also have heard that the girl who played Ginny will be coming back. Not sure about Cowat, but we would think Cowat would be returning. Dama will definitely be a focus in here because of the storyline, and I'm sure there's going to be others as well. But not too much has been revealed as far as potential starting date for filming and potential release date for the next season.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Do we have an episode count? We don't even have that, right?
No. I'm probably
6 episodes.
I'm
in the
assuming
first one?
it's probably going to be the same as the first season.
6.
Yes.
That's how bad we had. Terrible memories.
Yes.
But yeah, not even an episode. Count. I think we did a video. Did you release that video that we did talking about Dead City and what we expect? Because I think I remember saying something about how I expect Negan to maybe be a little bit more villainous, just simply because he's thrust into that role.
Will he bring back his savior type?
It was the Percy video.
Yeah. It was a Percy video. Yeah. That's a good question. The story, the end of season 1, set up the story for season 2. Negan is going to be thrust into this leadership role by Dama to head the kind of. There's different bureaus, I guess, that they have, of course, in New York, and like they do in real life, there's different bureaus in the city. But I think that boroughs, yeah, sorry. What she controls is different areas, so I think she's putting Negan in charge of a specific area. So will Negan kind of bring back his savior ways? Now, we kind of said he might do it as more of a facade to, okay, I'm going to play this part, but, will he then begin to enjoy it?
Yeah.
Getting that power again, be able to lead people. But one aspect of it, could Negan try to instill the good parts of him to say, look, instead of doing it this way, we should start doing it this way, to see if he can start to pull people in on his side to an eventual takeover, however the story's going to
I don't think so, because Dom wants him to be that old Negan. That's why she got him there in the first place. So I think that any inclination of him being good, I think they're gonna, she's gonna probably put the stop to that.
Try to, yeah.
How much do you think we'll see Cowat in this season?
That's the thing. If he returns,
He's an interesting character. So it's not like I just want him to disappear.
I don't either. No, I mean, in the end, we saw that he was more of a scapegoat. You know, Dama really doesn't respect him at all. She just used him because he knew Negan and used him to get Negan there. And now that Negan's there, she doesn't feel he has any use to her in a sense. So I hope we do get the actor back. I like the character of Cowat. Learning, seeing the backstory when we got to see the flashback back in the day, and then
the infatuation.
Negan. Yeah, that was the thing. Like we didn't know if he wanted revenge on Negan for what he did to him, and in the end, he was just infatuated with Negan. He wanted to stay in that way. He wanted to take Negan's ideals of the saviors and instill that forever. And he loved the guy. I love it. He was like, Negan! Negan!
He reminded me of like a pup, he was Dama and Negan's pup towards the end, to where, basically this, he was going to do whatever they, told him to do,
for sure. Yeah, I do hope we get to see him. Definitely hope we get to see Percy. I'm sure we definitely will because of the Babylon storyline and aspect of it. We've talked about that previously, and that storyline's a little weird just because they want that methane gas, but now that Percy's on the inside.
You said Purdy.
I know, I didn't say Purdy.
He's got 49ers
on my mind, yeah. So yeah, his story I think would be good. Of course, Maggie, is Hershel going to be really involved? Hershel, I think, might be the focal point of, really getting Maggie to go after Negan and save him. And
if they're going to have any type of story that's probably going to be, sustainable through season 2, they're going to have to bring Maggie and Hershel into the mix. And it's going to have to be some type of Maggie does decide to return to Manhattan and pull Negan out. Based on Hershel's push and willingness to get him as well. So
yeah, I mean, I can't wait till we find out more information, and that's kind of what we talked about. Will this be the last season? Lauren Cohen has said that she would love to have this go like 5 to 7 seasons. Like she thinks that there's enough material to go that long. For the viewers, would you want it to go that long? Of course, I'm sure you probably would say yes, but it would probably depend on the story and, how much more bickering are we going to get between Maggie and Negan? Because at the end of the finale, we thought that was taken care of. Apparently it's not. And how much more could we stand of just bickering back and forth instead of kind of I love the line of Negan saying, we could have done this together. We could make a badass team. Yeah. Negan sees how badass they are together and they could work together really well, but, Maggie can't for good reason. But it's been 5+ years now since after the finale of the main show. So you would think not that she can get over it, but come on.
Well, I said this in the Percy video. I think I'm getting tired of it.
The bitterness.
It needs to stop. And, and then I think you had to stop me in that video and say, well, under the circumstances, why would it?
Right. I mean, we get it.
But, I just think that, we're going to have to get some type of scene where Maggie is finally saying, okay, maybe I can accept Negan at this point. I thought we had it.
Right.
We all thought we had it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and also you kind of think about what's the end game going to be for this series. So the primary focus of season 1 was Maggie's deal to get Hershel back. That has been completed. Negan is now taking over because of the deal. So what's the story going to be now in season 2? Negan is going to be taking over. Maggie is going to be coming back into the mix for some odd reason to possibly help get him out. And then, what's the end game going to be? Because this Dama group is very small. They're not going to be some massive faction that they're going to have to deal with.
But they know Manhattan.
Yeah.
And so I think that, it's going to have to involve Babylon. I think that, I think we're probably going to see more of the evil workings of the leaders of Babylon, and possibly say, hey, this group needs to be taken out. And maybe that's a side story of like, Negan. Like Negan has to get out of this situation. And I think I said to you that I firmly believe that at the end of this series, we might even see Negan be in charge of Babylon. It'd be cool.
Do you think that Percy can help persuade some of the people in Babylon to turn against their main leader and others who are kind of all in with this crazy leader?
It depends on how much of a hold they have on that community.
Right. And we don't know how large it is.
And another thing here is like, are we going to get Negan's family back?
True.
Are they going to make their way? Does Babylon maybe get a hold of his family?
Right, to try to
and then
try to hold them hostage.
Then it's Negan possibly using Dama and group to attack Babylon or something.
Right,
that'd be cool. But
I could see that. I could see maybe somehow New Babylon finds out about Negan's wife and kid, and they track them down and they get them back there and use them against Negan to say, "Give us the methane, and we'll give you your wife and kid." Like. And then Negan's just gonna go full on.
Does Dama
insane
need
mode.
the methane?
Dama does well. That's the thing. So that was the workings with.
I thought the methane was just
It was more for Cowat, I think.
But I thought it was like a bifactor of what Cowat and
exactly
just the death that was down there. I didn't think that I could be completely wrong on this, guys. It's been a while since we've watched the series.
I don't think Dama.
I don't know if they were using the methane.
I don't think so. So unless we'll find
I know
out.
Cowat was.
Cowat definitely was. So we'll have to find out in the second season if the methane was any part of Dama's plan, or if that was just more of a side note for Cowat to deal with, to kind of, because Cowat's people were like breathing the shit in. You know what I mean? They were breathing it in.
Right,
so,
man.
But is that a working of Cowat, or is it a working of Dama and the whole team to where they're all sniffing this methane every once in a while?
It's so stupid.
Just to get their confidence
I
level
really
up.
don't like the methane part of this story. I think it's dumb.
It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, so I am hoping that I just don't know, because these factions are not big. Like, as far as we know, we really don't know how big the factions are in New York with Dama. They could be many different areas with tons of dudes. New Babylon, don't even really know either. They seem more of like a smallerish type community, like in Alexandria, Hilltop. Maybe a few hundred, maybe mixed in with family and kids and things like that. Not armies in a sense, but
Yeah, no, not Commonwealth.
not like a Commonwealth or anything like that. But yeah, there's going to be something. I think there's going to be, conflict between Negan and New Babylon, and then the workings of Maggie trying to maybe save the good people of those two factions, and then get the evil ones out.
I'm curious to know if Maggie knows about New Babylon. And Hilltop knows about New Babylon.
Not sure. Maybe she does. Maybe she knows of it after last season, but don't know about it for.
It's further.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's far enough away. I mean, Negan was there.
Yeah.
The people from the bar were part of them.
They were. Yeah, you're right.
Knew them.
No, they were. They were part of it because
yeah.
when Percy came in, that's why he started to almost kill that woman, because she broke the law.
Was it Maggie in that bar at one point?
Maggie was in that bar because she was looking for Negan. Yeah. So they were part of that was New Babylon.
Yeah.
Or like
it was on the outskirts.
The outskirts of New Babylon, but they are part of New Babylon because they, well, I wouldn't say they're part of it, but they were hiding it because they weren't even allowed to sell alcohol.
Yeah.
So, and that's why Percy was like, "You violated section 421 of the code of alcohol. You cannot have it anymore."
I hate that.
Like,
I hated it.
I hated it when we heard it. It was like, really? You guys are going that strict to where you cannot have alcohol, you can't do all these things, and then you're gonna kill people. And like even the lady in Babylon was saying, "Well, I wish you didn't kill Negan because I wanted to put him on display."
Jesus.
They like hang people.
Yeah.
And
and that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked if Maggie knew about them, because they're not good people. And so in Maggie's eyes, it's either an opportunity to take out the group or stay away from them.
Exactly.
So
yeah, guys, not too much right now. We just wanted to give you just a little bit of info from what we have, just the early knowings of season 2 that it's been confirmed. A number of the cast are due to come back, and just kind of an idea of storyline of what they could do. And can't wait to find out exactly when we get more information, teasers, episode titles, and synopsis, that we can really break this down and also find out if this is going to be the last season or not.
Yeah.
You know, AMC has not come out for any of the shows to really say how long they're going to be. We've mentioned before that there's massive rumors that The Ones Who Live is only going to be just one season. You know, but we'll find out. We should be getting a trailer soon, dude. A full-blown trailer
of The Ones Who Live.
Of The Ones Who Live, because it's premiering February 25th, and we should be getting one. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. So yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts on Dead City Season 2. Where do you think the story might go? How would you like the story to go, especially between Maggie and Negan? Do you think that Maggie will come in, try to save Negan? Negan is portraying maybe his old savior his ways, but only as just a facade, just to show people that he can do it, but he doesn't really truly believe in it anymore, which in a way he doesn't.
Yeah.
From what we know, he does not.
Absolutely.
But maybe being thrown into this, the power starts creeping in, and he's like, I like it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you soon in the next one. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.